Hey everyone! In today's video, I'm going to go through all of my lip products and declutter them and just kind of pick which ones I want to keep and which ones I'm just ready to get rid of. So let's begin. So first, let's go through the lip plumper or kind of clickable balms. So out of these four, I know for sure I'm going to be keeping these two lip plumpers. I really enjoy these. I have the shade Primrose and Blueberry, and I really like these. I like the glossy finish it leaves, and I do find that these are some of the better lip plumpers out there. And I like that the Blueberry one kind of turns into a mauve color, which is really pretty. So I'll definitely be keeping those two. And then out of these two, I also really enjoyed this one. It's not a lip plumper per se, but it does kind of leave that same finish. And if you saw my last video, I really disliked the NYX Fat Oil Lip Oil, but this one is really nice. I don't know why I bought this one. I think there was a NYX sale, so I bought this, but this one I actually really enjoy. And that leaves the Glossier Vinlic Lip. This is from their Play line, which no longer exists. And this was also in my project pan. I have the shade in Disco, which is more of a brick red with a bit of orange shade in there. And I've kind of started noticing that the smell is a little bit different, and I also just don't really think this is a great lip color for me. So out of the four, this one will be going away. Okay, next up, I think I'm gonna do all my lipsticks, all my bullet lipsticks back here. And I actually have, oh my goodness. And I actually have a couple right here as well. So let's see. As you can see, I really like the Glossier ones. Let's start with this one. This is the shade. There we go. Let's start with this one. This is the shade Zip. And this one I'm going to get rid of because I've practically used all of it. I mean, it is pushed all the way up there, and I've been scraping it out. I've used it as a blush, and I think it's time to call this quits. I'm finished a bullet lipstick, so I think this is fine to get rid of now. Okay, so in that Generation G formula, I have 3 other shades, and this one was actually from one of their holiday ones. It's the shade Cranberry. And so I do have a variety of colors. I have the shade Cake, which I really like. It's this neutral brown color. You can swatch that out. And what I really love about these is that how buildable they are. You know, you can go from a very sheer look, a sheer blotted look, to a more built up look, which I really like. So I really love this shade, so I'm going to be keeping that one. I don't like these, tend to break. Unfortunately, I've had a couple crack, and the lipstick will actually like come out in some of them. I think in one of these it does. So it's a bit unfortunate. I think it's just because they're really dry. This one is the shade Jam, which is kind of like this deep purple color. And I really like this one. It looks really intense, but right away you can do a really soft look with it. It's so pretty. And then you can build them up. So I think I'll be keeping this one as well. And then, like I said, this is one of their limited ones, and this is the shade Cranberry. I think this one fell out on me, but I'm not a huge fan of this one because I do have it in the Ultra Lip line, and I find that this one's just a little too dry, and kind of the same thing with the Disco shade. It's just not the color that I want. I don't know, it looks like a nice color here, but on my lips it pulls more like how this is, and I find that this one's just a bit drier than the rest. So I do think I'll be getting rid of this one. And then this is the Ultra Lip line, and it's also in shade Cranberry. And this one I just find a bit more hydrating. It's kind of the same color, a little lighter, but even if you can see, it just looks oilier. And I much prefer this one, so I'll be keeping this one. Next up, we have the e.l.f. O-Face in Effortless. And I think this one is so pretty. It is such a nice formula. It is so smooth and it doesn't look very dry on the lips. So I really like this and I'll be keeping this. Next up we have MAC Bullet Lipstick in Candy Yum Yum. And this one's really pretty. It's a nice hot pink, and I haven't used this one a whole lot just because I'm trying to figure out like the best makeup to pair it with, but it is a more blue leaning pink, which is really pretty, so I'm definitely going to keep this one. And then lastly we have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Original. And this one's just a mini. This is about how much I have left, which is pretty good for a mini, I feel like. And I'm going to put this one over here just because it's also like a neutral shade. Kind of like a perfect nude pink shade. I feel like you can kind of see I definitely prefer shades in the pink to red family. And while this one isn't my favorite product, I'm going to keep it just because I'm almost done with it and I don't hate it. I do find that I reach for it sometimes, so I'll be keeping this one as well. So out of the bullet lipsticks, I'll be getting rid of 1 and keeping 6. Okay, so I don't have all my lip balms here. The rest that I have are like the Glossier ones as well as the Summer Fridays, and I'm definitely keeping all of those, so I'm just not even going to entertain the idea. But these 2 lip balms, I am going to be getting rid of both of them actually. So this shade is actually in my project pan right now, and I was supposed to use it 10 times and so far I've used it 5, and I really don't like these formulas. Like, it looks nice and it looks like it would be hydrating, but it really isn't. There's like glitter or shimmer particles in here. You might be able to see it better in the pink one, but I can actually feel it on my lips and it feels gritty, which is not a fun feeling. And I feel like they either don't show up at all, like the pink one does, or they show up really patchy, like the red one. And I've had these for a while. I actually got these both for free when I ordered off the NARS website, and I really dislike the formula. I feel like I've tried to use them, and I had this one in my project pan, and I just think it's time to get rid of them because I have other stuff that I like a lot more. So these 2 will be going. Okay, and then these 3, I didn't really know what category to put them in. So these 2 are actually lip plumpers. This one is a gloss, and then this one is also one of like those push-up ones, but it's actually, I think when you spin it, it clicks, and it's kind of the same. So I really do enjoy those, so I'll be keeping both of those. And then this one more is a lip creme from ColourPop, and the shade is Make Out, and I think this one's really pretty. I do find that the lip products on the ColourPop website aren't very accurate, so this one looks like more light pink, kind of like a pink nude shade, and this one actually shows up really warm on me, if you can kind of see that. It is still very neutral, but it does lean more red. But I still like it. It is a nice, comfortable formula, so I'll also be keeping this. Now I have some other lip oils, like the e.l.f. lip oils and then the Milani Fruit Fetish, but I'll be keeping those, so I didn't bring those here. So out of these 3, I'll be keeping all 3. And then we have all my lip liners. So unfortunately, I also think I will be keeping most of these. This red one, I kind of kept it for more of these shades, and I am keeping some. I don't know, it is kind of a darker red, but I'm thinking that I should at least have 1 red lip liner just in case I ever do buy another red lipstick, so I'll be keeping that one. I have 2 of the ColourPop lippy pencils, and I really like these. They're kind of, I don't know if it's wooden, but you do sharpen these. These are rolling around and it's irritating me. Please stay. Okay, you can sharpen these, so I guess it's wooden, and I really like both of these. I guess I should put it like near a color that I could pair with. Yeah, that one's almost a perfect match. It also goes really well with this one if I want to do like a darker lip liner. So I'll be keeping this. And then I have, sorry, the shades are Shot Clock and BFF. And oh, BFF needs to be sharpened, but this one is also very neutral. I mean, it's perfect for these two, which I really like. So I'll be keeping those. Next up, we have the e.l.f. Love Triangle Lip Filler Liner. And this one's very new to me, but it is like a nice deep like eggplant or mauve shade. Or at least I feel like it's supposed to be, but it is more neutral looking. Yeah, it's supposed to be mauve. That's what the shade is, but it does look more brown leaning. I will be using this. I've only used it a few times, so I'll keep this for now. Next up, we have Profusion, and this one is so old. I have no idea where I got this from, but I am so close to being done. It actually broke on me this morning when I was using it, so that's all that's left, and as you can see, it's not even securely in there. So I think I'm just going to try and use this as much as I can in the next couple of days, but this will be going soon. It's still usable, and I really like this shade, so I'm just going to use it up, and then this will be out of here. Now this one I'm keeping because I have that bullet lipstick in the bright pink, and they're almost the same shade. I feel like the lipstick leans a bit more cool or has those blue undertones, where this one is more neutral. It's not warm, it is neutral. So I think I'll keep playing around with those. And then these two I'm very on the fence about. I don't know, I feel like I should get rid of them, but I'm really not sure today. So this one is almost done, and I thought that I could maybe finish this by the end of the year. It's not my favorite, but it is a neutral pink, and it does go with that lipstick really well. But I'm not a huge fan of it. I find the Charlotte Tilbury lip products to be really drying, and that is almost the same shade as this one. So I think I'm going to keep it for now. I think this is going to be one of those products that at the end of the year I will get rid of, and I will just use as much as I can. And if I decide that I still want it, then I'll keep it, but I think I'm going to hold off. But this might be a possibility for later in the year. And then lastly, we have the Too Faced Lip Injection, and this one is in Puffy Nude, and I am not a fan of this one at all. So this is another one of those click up ones, and this one is just a really interesting shade. So it is like these nude ones, but it is much lighter, and it just looks really dusty on me, and this one actually really burns. So I don't think I'm going to use this one, and that's fine. I got this in one of the Sephora value kits where you get like 7 or 8 products, and from what I remember, I wanted like all of them except this one, so that's why I got it. And I've tried this, and I don't like the shade, and it really hurts. So I think I'll be getting rid of this one. So I'll be keeping 7 lip liners and getting rid of 1. I know that's a bit anticlimactic, but I think with this one about to be finished, and then this one I might get rid of at the end of the year, I think that's pretty good. So today I'm getting rid of a total of 6 products, which I think is pretty good. I do have a rule for lip products, so I need to finish 5 and then I'm allowed to buy 2. And this will not count towards that 5. I do think I'm like 1 or 2 products away, but I'm not going to count these. I will be counting this one just because I actually did use that one up. But the rest I will not be counting. And I think that's more just so that I'm not getting rid of products just to bring new products in. I don't want to do that. I do want to have a purposeful collection, makeup collection, and just use my products that I love, and these ones just really weren't what I wanted, so I will be getting rid of them. Thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, I would love if you would give it a thumbs up. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!